I've got so much to say, but I'm going to try to cut it short because I will ramble, especially about someone like Royce White. Royce, I'm your biggest fan. I've been watching you on Whitlock, and I adore Jason Whitlock too. You and the two of you together are the best duo on air right now. On a separate matter, if I may, just real quick, Jason Whitlock, my higher power has let me know that you and Patrick Mahomes are going to be the two people to help me draw attention to a script I wrote about this long overdue unsung hero. I found Joe Delaney's widow, and we wrote a script together called Joe Number 37. I can't get anyone to look at it. I'm a complete nobody. But I bet Jason Whitlock and Patrick Mahomes could snap their fingers and make some things happen. That's for another day. Sorry to hijack your message, Royce. But in a way, you and Whitlock are so attached to me that I adore you both. And it's so wonderful because I can tell that you revere Jason Whitlock and as the greatest sports journalist of all time. And you're very respectful to him, but at the same time, I can tell he's kind of humbled by you too. He's like, man, who is this kid? And I love watching him kind of, as he seeks truth, kind of, as we all are, sort of in awe of like, man, this kid's dropping some knowledge. I'm impressed with that, Royce. I'm impressed with your hard work. I love your fire. I love your spirit. I want to try to help and encourage any way I can. Long story short, I discovered my favorite band 4 years ago, and they taught me about songwriting. That the band is called Tennis, in case you're wondering. It's this cute little redheaded couple from Denver, write the best songs I ever heard. And in their music, I realized that if I stopped trying to write about me and write about things that I love and heroes that need to be lifted, not only am I able to share how I feel much more organically and less selfishly, but it's a lot more rewarding to know that you can lift others up who need it. So I've written a few. I wrote one for Trump called Love of the Punk. It was more about how the media is trying to make me hate him. It just makes a rebel like me like him more. The other was about Clark D'Souza for Dinesh. He's always been one of my favorite communicators. Mel K has a song. I wrote one for Nino Rodriguez called Six Guns. That was one of the newer ones. And I think Morpheus is a good placeholder, Whitlock, for Royce, but I think there's a better name. So my question is, if I were to present this next idea to you, and the name of this song were called Soul Viking, who on earth could that be about? Who on earth could inspire such a concept as the Soul Viking? I sort of came by the thought pretty, almost, it's kind of funny, but there was something Royce was talking about when he was a little kid, and he was soaking up wisdom. I think it was his grandfather and his uncle, his Viking relative, probably both. But I had this image, and for any Royce White fan, I just want you to picture this for a second. Imagine little brown Royce. Actually, Royce probably wasn't little very long. Imagine the age where Royce just grew so fast. I imagine to be 6'8". There had to be 1 year where Royce was so out of his own elements body-wise, where he probably couldn't even walk. He was growing so fast. Imagine Royce at that age, that awkward age, just soaking up Viking wisdom from his relatives. I just want that on a Christmas card. It endeared me so much to the way Royce talks about his ancestry, because I think Royce, like he does a lot, handles that perfectly. Anyone who takes great, arrogant pride in their ancestry is an idiot. But at the same time, if I may juxtapose Royce's story to Colin Kaepernick, and I'm sorry to even mention you two in the same sentence, but it really is a perfect contrast, because where Kaepernick's mixed and he's all, oh, they didn't like me and they didn't like me and it was tough here and it was tough there, and just all that ungratitude that your show discussed several times, Jason. Royce, that with Black and Viking just owned it. Like, hey, that's Ram. Yep, Viking here. Just accepted it. Not only accepted it, but kind of took ownership of it. And I was like, that is a pretty cool concept anyway. Soul Viking. And so I started thinking that the woke ghost sort of haunted me for a second. The woke ghost, that's going to be another song that haunts us all. I started thinking, oh, that's so sweet. Royce's family, they took him in even though he was mixed. And, unlike Kaepernick, I started getting, like I said, the woke ghost telling me, all these lies about, even though there were plenty of mixed kids in my hometown of Owensboro, Kentucky, they did just fine. They slept with a lot of white girls and black girls, and were all great athletes and the coolest guys in town. So despite knowing better, the woke ghost was kind of telling me, I bet Royce's family's such an exception that they welcomed him as a mixed kid. And when I had that thought, as tangibly as this Joe Delaney shirt, I felt the spirit of Leif Erikson haunt me. And he said, we were nice to take Royce in. He said, what the fuck are you talking about, Shelton? He said, we Vikings, mixed kids is what we do. You think we're intimidated by a mixed child within our bloodline? Mixed kids to a Viking is like a Caucasian scalp to Geronimo. It's how they know they won. So I was humbled when I felt that charge of Leif Erikson's spirit humble me to think, oh man, the woke ghost got me again. Of course, anyone with the proud Viking culture is going to welcome in anything because it's going to show victory. And so that's you put all those crazy thoughts together, and I thought, if there's ever been someone in today's world who needs to take a day off and just be stupid with his friends and laugh, I'm hoping, one day I could be one of those people. Because Royce, I'm just so in awe of your work ethic and your choice of words as a writer. It's humbling, especially since you're half my age. But I just want to go on record right now saying you inspired this song, and I hope it puts a smile on your face on a day that you need to hear some encouragement. Maybe one day where you start, second guessing yourself or just wear yourself out. I hope this puts a little pep back in your step, because you're a true original, and really eager to see where your story goes from here. And I'm right there beside you. You too, Whitlock. It's icicles fall from breath, icebergs just start the quest. I'd have surfed to Ecuador, but mortal course stayed true to north. They shrunk the size of our pond to bump the sand you were on, delivering quivers by hand. They made you shiver in a jungle land. Tropics hide the test, warm bricks fortify the nest. I lounge around with the best till encountering this mess. We better get hiking. I see the soul Viking. I hear inciting of the warring horn, the battle drum striking our mighty soul Viking. I feel waves rising over the storm. culture's man, who knows the first bloodshed. In cold histories we read, thank God hot cultures clashed in bed. Ah, we gotta start fighting just like our soul Viking with words, fighting through deny new roads. The sky's igniting from soul, Viking lightning just add a little spicing from the African frontiers, cultures met. Who knows the first bloodshed? In cold histories we read, thank God hot cultures clashed in bed. Oh, we better get hiking. I see the soul Viking I hear, inciting of the war and born. The battle drum striking our mind, soul Viking I feel, waves rising over the storm. I feel waves rising over the storm.